got those blue jeans.
You got blue jeans? Hey, everybody.
You got blue.
Thanks for tuning in to TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel with global reach. You're watching Out of Bounds with myself, Denise, Vonda, and Henry at the bottom. Today, we're going to talk about 5 ways to mess up your relationship. And I'm an expert on that, but I'll leave that to later. Okay.
5
How the
ways.
game's going to go is 5 ways we talk about the women and y'all talk about the men.
Huh.
So y'all tell us 5 ways how we mess up, and we'll tell you probably a zillion ways how y'all mess up. Right, Henry?
Right.
Lie, cheat, lie, cheat, lie, cheat, lie, cheat. Yeah, that's 5.
Cheat, lie, cheat, lie, cheat.
Yeah.
Okay. For the ladies.
Okay, let me address that. Let me address that, sir. Okay, because I'm ready for
We're
that.
not done. We're not done though, but go ahead.
I'm sitting
Yeah.
on go. You said lie and cheat. So who is he
Lie,
cheating
cheat.
with? He's cheating with a woman, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Help me out now.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
doing the same thing. So you're doing the same thing, okay?
I'm not
Sometimes
cheating
we,
with no
we don't,
woman.
sometimes we don't know we're cheating.
Oh, so you cheated.
No. We talked about this weeks ago. When a woman may not know her place, she may not know that she's not the only one. She doesn't know that she's a side chick. She doesn't know that
Right.
she's an additional party. So
Wait a minute. So you telling me ignorance is no excuse to the law? Is that right, Henry? No, ignorance
That's
not
exactly
excuse.
what she just said.
but when she finds out, then that is the issue. What is she gonna do about it?
But what if she cheating too?
That was not the
Well,
scenario.
if she cheating too, well, she ain't got caught. He got caught.
See what I'm talking about? So
So
you're not speeding unless you get a ticket by the police, right?
Right.
Okay, I got you.
so Laura's on right now, and Laura says happy
Resurrection
what is
Day.
it?
Resurrection Day.
Day.
Same to you, Lord.
Reconstruction.
She said only
Resurrection.
5 ways that you can mess it up, Laura. We know it's a million ways, but we didn't want to put a million on it in case we didn't make it. But we know we're gonna go over 5. Denise already came up with 3. Lie, cheat.
No. It was lie, cheat. Lie, cheat, lie.
Oh, lie, cheat. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, ladies, we'll give y'all the opportunity first. Other than lie and cheat, what is the 5 ways? One of the ways that a man loses a woman. A woman, yeah, that y'all talking about men, we're talking about the women.
By not
So how
showing affection and appreciation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not showing affection, like she said, love. Um, not remembering birthdays and um, anniversaries and not getting along with the family. Just
And not treating her with respect.
yeah, that's a big one right there.
Not treating her with respect. Okay, so let's take one of those at a time, Henry. You grab one, I grab one. You go first. You one of what they just said, pick one and explain it. Felicia's watching y'all.
Hey,
Hey,
Felicia.
Felicia.
Okay, I'm gonna
Happy
do
Easter.
I'm gonna do respect. Okay,
Hmm.
respect is earned. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Respect goes both ways.
It does.
So you got to give to get, and a lot of times you think that every holiday or whatever is for you. It's not. Christmas, anniversaries, Valentine's Day, all of that is for you. It's not. It's for both of you. You know what I'm saying? So I think respect goes both ways. You got to give respect just as much. You got to almost put yourself on the back burner to make sure that your mate, if that mate is leading in the right direction, to where that he can be the head of the household like he's supposed to be or intended to be, but he's got to be leading in the right direction. You're not going to follow a fool. You know what I'm saying? So I've often said, don't blame yourself for a person acting like a clown. Ask yourself why you keep going to the rodeo or the circus. You know what I'm saying?
For the
So
popcorn.
Hi from Dallas. Hey.
Hey,
Hey,
Dallas.
Dallas.
what's up?
Uh,
For the
What's up?
popcorn and the candy
Happy
apple.
Easter, everybody.
There we go. There we go. But go ahead, Terry. Go ahead,
I'm
Terry.
gonna hit that one when you said respect, and the other thing y'all said was show her love.
Affection. Hmm.
But just like Henry said, isn't love showing love a reciprocal? Now hey, my niece is watching. Hey Keisha. I mean, that's my daughter. Hey Kiana. They love them crazy names. Anyway, isn't that the same thing? You have to give it to receive it. I
True.
mean, if you if now this is my biggest thing on that right there is, and I'll give a synopsis on it. Most men don't have a nice, comfortable job. Most men are out there kicking it at, for me, at the railroad, police officers. Uh, Henry's being beat upside the head all day by people at his job.
Most definitely.
So when we come home, we're a little worn out, and you expect us to walk in and you can tell us about your whole day. Your whole day. You could have had one thing went wrong and that probably traffic on the way home. And you beat us up because we ain't listening because we already tired. Ain't that the same way? Shouldn't respect go the same way?
It should. Yes, it should. But you don't always
That's
have to
that's
be. No, no, no one person has to be the initiator. If I want to come, if you come in and I want to grab you and rub your head since you've been beat up in the head all day, uh, okay, I'm gonna grab you and rub your head. You don't have to initiate all the time, but it's nice if you do take the
true.
initiative to do something sometime.
But sometimes
I agree. I agree.
a 10-hour day, a 12-hour day, you don't want to answer the phone. You don't want to do nothing. You just want to be, hey, give me 2 hours to chill. Let me just chill. You know what I'm saying? And you need that time to unwind. That's not a sign of disrespect or nothing like that. You've been at home all day. It's just, man, I need a break. You know,
Mhm.
makes it,
Or
yeah,
if you got a job, your job may not be as stressful. I think it has to be a two-way street on that stress, on that respect and the stress. I think that's a two-way street. Everybody. I think the biggest thing is uh, normally the wife gets home first, or we'll say the female gets home first, and she's dealing with everything going on that's going crazy. If there's no kids in the house, it could be one of the pipes busted. She's dealing with all that. So when you walk in, yeah, I understand that part. Now it's just go straight into to repair mode or trying to get it fixed. But as far as just plain ordinary everyday respect, it's both ways. That's right. That's right, Kiana. She said it's both ways. You have to have that time when you walk in the house to relax.
I think
You
it's like
just have to have it.
I think you have to communicate. Say, for instance, I come home, I'm having a bad day. I'll say that. I'll say, take no offense to me. I'm just in a mode right now, and I just need a minute. Um, just communicate that. And
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head right there. I think communication is the biggest part. The biggest part. Okay, let me and Henry go through one. Henry, you go first. One of you think one of the reasons why females lose their male mate.
uh, Denise leaving when I'm getting ready to talk. She don't understand. Uh, but one of the things that man is not being in tune with you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what we have said. You gotta understand your mate. For whatever you start out doing, that's what you gotta continue to do. So we're talking about let's just look at it as a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like you just now starting out, you go out to dinner, meet her or him at a restaurant or whatever you're doing at that time, continue to do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't make
Mhm.
all these drastic changes. Don't try to change me, because I am who I am. You're going to either like me for me or you're not going to like me for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be seen in day one, you know. But a lot of women try to change the guy. They know he a snake, but man, they're gonna take him home, pet him, wash him up, and all that. And when he bite her, man, why you do that, snake?
Because I was snake. Well, Miss Dukes, Jacqueline's
Hey,
on there,
Jackie.
everybody, and she said hello. I want to know one question, Vonda, from you. Why, when a female, we're just gonna call it out like that, doesn't matter what color she is, she starts making equal or more money than the male, why does she start degrading him?
Hmm.
I, well, I hate um, that happens in relationships because that's not something that I would do. But I don't know. Maybe it's all about power and control, and you know how money and power go hand in hand. So I don't know if she feels like that she's trying to be her own boss or trying to elevate herself above the man because of the money. You know, money changes a lot of people in a lot of ways. So the
Right.
only thing I can think of is she's just trying to have the upper hand or um, trying to be her own woman or something to that effect.
A lot of times too that she has got to be much better than her counterparts on her job, you know, and she'll bring that
Mhm.
to the house or to the relationship, So don't treat me like one of your students in class or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Or a
a
co-worker.
coworker. Don't treat me like your coworker. You know what I'm saying? But even though I know you got to be the better, and the same way for the black man as the black female, you got to be, man, a superstar every day you go on, and that is very, very taxing. That is very taxing. So, but try not to bring when you leave the workhouse, bang, turn
Exactly.
it
Leave it there.
turn it off.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hold on, I gotta call the producer, let her know that Denise is in the back. But I also want to know that because sometimes that reflects on the black man. Denise is Denise is in the background waiting to come back on. All right. I'm gonna hang up. Okay. Well, I'm not the one that's gonna say this is a bad thing. I'm just gonna say this. I think sometimes we all heard it. Me and Henry hear it from the men. Hey, here's Denise, and you and Denise hear it from the ladies. Somehow, I think sometimes they want to what's the word, Henry? Demasculize. I'm trying to say that word. I have a tongue tie for
Yeah,
some reason.
yeah. I know.
The husband.
Mhm.
Go,
Demasculized,
go
yes,
ahead,
sir.
Henry. Right. Why does that happen? Is that because of money, or she just wants to be in charge? Because you know, black men been beat down for a long time, and on even in your own home, uh, government give you government cheese. You don't need a man, and he'll tell you don't have a man in the house. He's gonna feed you, he's gonna clothe you and your family, and he's also gonna put a roof over your head. So now you are empowered to be the leader of the house. You don't need a man. So, but that does still doesn't give you the reason to treat that man like he's a piece of crap.
And depending on the relationship, maybe in the relationship she lost her power as a woman, as
Mhm.
as a self-driven woman, and maybe at some point she realizes that she has lost herself, and so she may try to regain her footing as a woman and the matriarch of the family, and so she may, um, try in some ways to get that back in maybe not such positive ways a lot of times, but if you understand what I'm coming from.
And so,
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Demasculating the man because of the money. Go ahead,
but
Henry. I thought
but
you was gonna say
sometimes
something.
too,
Come on in, Denise, when you're
but
ready.
sometimes she can see these situations, old school people. She could see how her mother was treated in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Even though the man back then did whatever, but he took her home or whatever. I don't know if you could actually say that he did that, but she saw how her mother was treated, and she said, "I ain't gonna let that happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get the upper hand, and before anything happens, I'm gonna do whatever it is that I'm doing." So. A lot of time that's the situation too, man. But you got to know that person. That's why you got to know your mate and you got to trust in your mate, man. Now when you see the ship going south and you want to continue to go north, bruh, it's time to get off that ship. You know,
And that's one of the 5 ways to lose your mate: losing trust.
absolutely.
Well, that's another question coming up.
Mhm.
We're gonna talk about that when we go to the next question. But right now, somebody said, "I want to know T Rex." What do they want to know? What were we talking about when they said that? Because I was busy taking care of trying to get Denise back on.
I don't see the
Producer,
comment.
what was they talking about then?
Mhm.
It's on the producer comment.
Oh,
Somebody probably on YouTube or something said
Mm.
something. So we'll wait till it comes in. Maybe we'll get back to it. We'll get back to you in a minute whenever she comes on and let us know. But I think everybody hit that on the head. And I think it's now just because me and Henry was talking about that as far as how women do. I also think it's wrong for a man if he's the head of the household. I want to say this because it's fair. And I'm telling you, well, I pay all the bills and I pay your car note, so you can't drive your car no more. You can't do this, you can't do that. That's wrong also. That's wrong also. It when you marry, and one reason why I brought money, when you marry or getting into a serious relationship, if it's truly a partnership, then it's 50-50. Even if the man is making less or more, it's 50-50. It's called respect. Thank you for agreeing with me. That's what you have to understand. You have to understand that that's where it's at. It's not anything that makes you feel, oh my God, I'm better than you. I mean, because you got a raise this year, I may get a raise next year, and you know, make twice as much money as you. It's not a tit for tat. It's a family affair or it's a partnership, and I think that's where a lot of relationship fell away. That's why you lose your mate because you forget it's a partnership. So my second question was, what did you say, Fonda? You said something. You said something. That was the second question. You said something.
I don't remember.
Don't worry, I'm old too.
I didn't
One,
know. So
one person said, Go ahead,
no,
Vonda.
I
You
was
was
going to
ready.
read the comment. My husband.
Yeah, that's what I said. I know you was. Go ahead.
Okay, my husband and I have always done 50-50, and it makes me feel just as important.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Is it
I
really
agree.
Yeah.
50-50? Is it really 50-50?
Not all the time. I think it's more like 80-20, and it depends on who's having the better day. Now, if it's a Saturday or a Sunday, it's like a weekend or a holiday, and there's nothing stressful going on, I think it'd be 50-50. But normally it's 80-20. Shit, sometimes 90-10.
Which way,
And that can,
Terry?
and that could go
Especially
both
if you got
ways.
small kids.
Which
Yeah,
which way,
yeah,
Terry?
especially if you got small kids.
80-20, which way?
Either way. Either way.
Okay. Okay.
Either
Oh,
way.
Yeah, it
thank
can
you.
go.
Either
It
way.
can
Thank
go
you.
either
I mean,
way.
if
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, if I'm having a good job and I go home and everything's normal, then I'm having a good day. And I get to the house, I might get there early and I might clean the house, you know, and cook. Well, I ain't gonna cook. I'll start to lie. Go buy, go get something to eat, have dinner ready. So all she gotta do is take a shower when she come in and kick back. That's now I'm giving 80. She may have a better day and come home and just and make a and to prepare a meal. you know.
We-
But
Somebody said,
that's how it's supposed to work. It's not.
somebody said,
Okay, go ahead.
lies, lies, lies would be one way a woman would lose me.
And,
Yeah,
and another person said being loyal is one way to keep me.
Right. Exactly.
I agree with both. Do y'all agree?
Yes.
Most
yeah,
definitely. Most definitely. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
yeah.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Thanks for tuning in to TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel with a global reach. You're watching Out of Bounds with myself, T Rex, Vonda, Henry, and a beautiful somebody you don't want to piss off, Denise.
She's
So
stupid.
Laura said things have changed since I've been married. All the money was in the pot. I don't think it works like that now. I don't really think it works all the money in the pot.
I
Do
don't
y'all
either.
say all the money in the pot works?
Uh, uh-uh. I don't. I don't. I really think you should have separate accounts myself. I just
I do
do.
that.
Mm.
I do that. I pay bills. She pays bills. And what's left over is mine. What's left over hers. And if we're gonna do something together as a family, we put family vacation money in the family vacation pot. You
Right.
know, we make savings accounts for each, like a family emergency, family vacation. Now, if I'm making more money, or whoever makes, I won't even say mine, whoever makes the most money should put the most in, because you're still gonna have more left over
Hmm.
than the other person. And
I
that's
think you
that's
should have, I think that you should have a house account.
Yes.
hmm
Hmm.
Monies
Absolutely.
from
hmm
both
Mhm.
people go
For the same
into,
amount.
they go to the house account. It's
Mhm.
cool for you to have your bull jive account, and I have my bull jive account. If I want to go to Clarksville and kick it, my monies for that trip has got to come out of my bull jive account.
I agree.
So if I don't have the money in the bull jive account, then I can't mess with the house account. I just can't go. Same thing with her. If she wants to go to her alma mater or whatever, if she got it in her bull jive account, cool. Then that's it. But I understand how she start betting eyes and can you give me $2? And I said,
Yeah.
no, these are my last
Yeah.
$2.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Y'all got a question for the men, or do I going to keep going with some of these crazy questions I got in my head?
Keep
I don't have
going.
any.
I'll think of
Yeah.
something.
Okay, here we go. Let's talk about sex, because sex is
Let's talk
sex.
about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
I knew she was going to go on there. Anyway, my question is: now we all know, as a woman matures and a man matures, that their drive dies, right? The sex drive dies. I'm not saying it's all the way gone, but it's not like it was when you was in your. We're not going to go teens. We going to go 20s and 30s, because in the teens, Lord have mercy, the wind blew. Everybody was
No,
ready.
please.
But that's what I want to know. And my question is, I put it to you like this: should either one hold sex as a weapon?
I don't think
No,
that's right. No.
No, it's not right.
But that's a
No.
way
no.
to lose your mate. Wouldn't you agree? Sex as a weapon. Wouldn't you agree that's a way to lose your mate?
Yeah. Because he's going to go on to the side chick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the side dude.
All the side dude.
Yeah. That is
As
true.
as
But I
long
don't think that's a weapon.
Yeah.
as long as it's not abusive type of sexual behavior within the relationship, and that can happen.
Okay.
You
Now I'm
understand?
gonna be real stupid. Is that just not kinky
Yeah.
sex?
What
You
you
talking about rough,
No, I'm
rough
not talking
people,
about. No, I'm not. I'm
you,
talking about
abusive?
dominance and all that.
Well,
I'm not talking.
I think I can speak for 89% of the men out there, and I hate to say this, but I will. I think 80% of the men want, as far as their sexual partner, I'm not talking about rough, but as far as their sexual partner, they like her to be submissive.
S and
They want
M. Uh, uh,
No, I'm
uh.
talking about. In a, I'm talking about in a disrespectful way, in a violating way, is what I'm talking about.
Oh well, I agree with that. First of all, let's always understand one thing. While we are, for this is for the viewers, and we already spoke of this. I'm just reintegrating. We never want to push yourself upon anybody.
Oh no.
Married,
Mm-mm.
that's wrong. That's wrong.
Mm.
And I'm a true
No
believer from the
violence.
military, 22 years. No means no. That don't mean if you
Right.
already started or you're about to start. No
That's
means
right.
no. And remember, men and women should remember that.
And I
I
was
just
just saying that in
go ahead.
reference to you're saying if it's right for a partner to with a woman to withhold from a man. So
Okay.
that's
Well,
that
yeah.
that's what
Now that part
when I
I could see. If it's
Mhm.
abusive, if he's talking
Mhm.
Yeah.
bad about her or
Mhm.
anything like that.
Mhm.
Hey Renee, how you doing? Or anything like that. That's what it's
Yeah.
all about. But I think that sex in a normal capacity, we'll put it like that, Vonda. So we don't want to say all the time in a normal capacity because your comment on that was very real and very sensitive. So we don't want to say anything. I think that's a relationship. Hello to you, Renee. We need to get out of that relationship and move forward. But on a
Yeah.
normal relationship, we shouldn't use sex as a weapon. And I think
Uh-uh.
somebody said it earlier that if either one, male or female, stops giving their spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, sex, then you're gonna have a problem. That's the problem. I'm not saying sex is the most important thing in a relationship, but I've said it for years. Sex is the glue. It helps with the
Yeah.
communication. It helps
It,
with the
it plays a
compassion.
part. Hmm.
Right, right, right.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
I
Yeah.
don't
that's
I'm
know
how.
if
in.
it's the I don't know if it's the glue. It's a major part, bro. You hit the
Yeah.
nail on the head, but I don't know if it's the glue. And I think the glue is communicating, man, being able to communicate. And you got to be able to when you lose the communication part in any relationship, whether you're dating, you're married, or whatever, when you lose that communication part, bro, it's done. You can stick a fork in it. It ain't gonna come back.
That
It's
makes
hard to
sense.
come back. If it
Yes,
does
it
Yeah.
come
is.
back, you're right.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is not. It's not that easy. It's not easy coming when you from a failing situation back to a good situation.
Mm-mm.
So my second question, well, my third question. Anybody got a question first for the opposite sex? Ladies,
Go
Henry,
ahead.
y'all got a question?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you think five ways to lose? One of the ways you can lose your mate if your mate asks you to go to some kind of counseling and you say you don't have a problem. Should you go or should you not go? Because your mate believes you have a problem if they suggest it. What do you say? Henry, as a man, what would you say if your woman came to you and said that to you?
I would go, bro. I would because in order for her to feel that way, I've got to be feeling the same way. Now, either I'm gonna say, well, I'm a man. Can't no outside person tell me what's going on in this house. You know what I'm saying? But but sometimes that is needed.
Mhm.
You need professional help sometimes if you want it to work. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I'm not above accepting for help. But before you just spring it on to me and say, hey, let's go to counseling. Why we need to go to counseling? Okay.
Yeah.
Then let's work this out ourselves first. If we can't do that, then hey, we ain't going nowhere. So okay, yeah, we do need to take another step. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't have a problem with that, bro, at all.
Okay.
I
Ladies?
agree with Henry. I do agree. Um, if you need to go, if you can't work it out yourself, you got to work it out some kind of way. So if you need to go to counseling, then I think that's what you should do.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give a station break, and then we're gonna go to the naughty side of those five ways to lose a mate. thanks for thanks for tuning in to Tan TV, the African American Network, where we have a local
Oh
stable of
goodness.
glory. This- you're watching Out of Bounds with T Rex, Vonda, Henry, and Denise, and we're talking about five ways to lose your mate. Now, we got the real nice things out the way, but let's just talk about the realness. Should the kinkiness stop, even though you are a mature adult? Should the kinkiness stop in your relationship? Women, should it stop?
Oh no. Uh-uh. I mean,
You s-
You
You see,
gotta
Henry,
keep the spice. You gotta keep your spice in your. I mean, I don't know this is kinky, but you gotta keep the spice in your relationship. You know, uh, if you were doing stuff that before you got married and you enjoyed the things that you were doing then, I think you should keep doing those things. You know, keep it spice. Keep it spiced up.
Vonda.
Keep it spiced up.
I
That,
mean,
you know what, Vonda, that was a little watered
spice is
down. I wanted to
nice.
say that.
Spice is nice.
Yeah, spice is nice, but
Uh, okay, Professor, tell us the real deal.
Put some hot sauce on it.
That's right. Then mustard and ketchup and mayonnaise too.
That's it. Laura said,
a
keep it
little
the way
honey,
it
a
started.
little honey, a
Put
little
some
I
That's
honey.
said
some
honey
if
on
it
it.
honey
started
too.
out because if you're not doing the same, my mama told me, honey, is if you ain't doing the same thing you did to get that person, then you're gonna lose that person. You can't change up on a person. You know, a person may like you because of that reason, even though that might ain't the only reason, but that's one of the reasons. And then you change that, and it throws his whole or her whole thing out. As long both are in agreement, that's what Laura just said. I think that I mean it. You know your mate, and this is not just the people on. This is people watching and everything. You know your
Mhm.
mate. You know what your mate needs and what your
Mhm.
mate really likes. So matter we're not going to go too explicit, but as long as your mate is getting what they need when they need it, I think it's pretty sound. But
Mhm.
if you're not getting what you need and you really like it, then you start looking to go someplace else. Why should you
Mhm.
always know what your mate needs? Because he or she is your mate. You should know. I mean, you're not talking about some
It
woman
said
you're a
you
man
should
you've been
always
dating for.
know.
They say you should always know.
You
It
should
said
always know,
it
right?
didn't say why. It said you
Oh, I
should
thought it said
always
why.
know what you make me.
Well, my degree's in history, not English.
We know that now.
Well, I had to go back and check, but you're 100% correct. And you should. I mean, we know what makes us happy, so we should know what makes our spouse happy. Now, there's things that go wrong. Uh, Men get erectile dysfunction. Women go through menopause. We have all those things, but the physical part of sex is missing. But the kissing and the caressing and the still fooling around should still be there.
Foreplay.
That's
Foreplay.
what keeps you together. Foreplay. Now Henry got that evil eye up. I'm trying to figure out what the evil eye.
I see.
No, you hit the nail on the head. That's got to continue, man. There's all kind of things that's going to happen. When you get 40, you're not like
Mhm.
you were at 18. Same way with
That's
the
for sure.
woman. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. So you just got to fit. You got to find your happy medium. Is what you got to
That
do.
is true.
You find that
Yeah.
happy
Maria's here, y'all. She said
No.
hello. She said, "Hey, crew."
Hey Marie.
Hey
Well,
Marie.
I just believe this is the truth of the whole matter, y'all. If you married your spouse or dated your spouse for a time, intimacy, not just sex. That is true. That is true. You know what turns that person on, and you know what makes it happen. Now, I ain't saying you got to dress up every night. It would be nice if you did. I'm not going to say you should, but I'm just saying it would be nice. And I'm not saying you got to perform at top notch all the time. It would be great, but it ain't going to happen on both sides. But I am saying you should put effort. You should flirt. You should do, even if nothing's going to happen, you should flirt. Make
Oh,
it
I like to
fresh.
flirt.
We
I
know
like
Denise.
flirting.
We know Denise because you be wearing them hot shorts. Mm. You be making my mind flirt. Now I ain't even said nothing.
Watch out there. Watch out. You Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You can't handle this side of the road.
Oh,
Mm.
I I told y'all she was a firecracker. She no, she ain't a firecracker. She dynamite. She blow your ass up.
boom.
Yeah, TNT, bro.
Right.
Ooh, Lord.
TNT.
Ooh, we have to be nice when we talk to her sometimes because she just rip you a whole new one. But yeah,
TNT.
Y'all
Laura
gonna make me
said,
start coughing.
Laura said you do have to flirt. She did say you do have to flirt.
Mhm.
That's right,
And
Laura. Flirt,
yeah,
flirt.
you do have to flirt. I think you do. I mean, it keeps life happy. But I do
Yeah,
have a
it's
question.
fun.
I do have. What about if you? This is a good one. Oh, Peebo's watching. What if?
Hey, people.
What would
People
you
want to
do?
know how to make money. People want to know how to make money. That's what people want to know.
You know what, y'all? For the viewers out there who don't know who Peebo is, he's one of me and Henry's frat brothers. Denise knows him very well. Peebo's
Wait a
nickname.
minute.
I don't mean like that. I don't mean like that. I
I
mean
know.
we was all in
I
school at
know.
the same time. That's a good
We
way to
were.
get me cleared up though.
Clear
So
it up.
Peebo wants to know how to make money. You know we call people what we call him Henry. What do we call people in school?
Pimpin' P from
Yeah.
Memphis, Tennessee. City on the bluff. Never known to take too much stuff.
So, you know, Peebo, when you become a millionaire, we gonna let you come on the show and tell us how to make the money. What up, dog? How you doing? He talk about what's up. But what happens when your spouse steps outside the marriage on you guys? Now that's definitely a way to lose your mate. What can you do? Let's give both sides. The first question is your spouse steps out, not you. Your spouse steps out. What should you look for? Once you this is all on preference that you get caught. So now you got to explain yourself. What should you say and why should you say
Well, there's a reason they stepped out for some reason.
it?
Um, Perhaps it doesn't necessarily have to be a reason, really. Maybe they just wanted something different, or they wanted to explore more or something. Um, but if they start, you can tell signs, different signs that um, that things change. The sexual positions may change. The way they act may change, or the way they dress may change.
Mhm.
You know, it's just little things that women notice about men if they're doing something they don't need to be doing.
But the same thing, you're on
Vonda,
mute,
you on mute.
Wanda.
Oh, I'm sorry. Um, can I go ahead?
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
Didn't mean to interrupt you, Henry. So would you guys agree that sometimes you are taught growing up that you should have more than one woman? Is that something that some men teach their sons?
ooh,
And that is, and so it could go from generation to generation. That's what the grandfather did, that's what the daddy does, and then the son does it, and it just trickles down. So, you know,
No, I've never taught my son that.
I'm sure you didn't.
I
Yeah.
didn't, and I had a mother and I got a daughter, I got a sister, and I wouldn't want nobody to mistreat my mom, my daughter, or my sister.
Mhm.
So be open and honest with them and go with that. Go with that, and that happens. Now things do happen. Things do happen when a relationship goes south, and if you're married, she said, "Well, we ain't getting no divorce. We just gonna work through this or whatever. You do you, I do me, whatever." People have done that before. I have even heard a young man, an older man, say, "Yeah, dude, you should have a spare. A car has four tires
I'm
and a
talking.
spare. You
that's
know what I'm
right.
saying?" So,
Don't get caught with on the flat.
yeah, 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 yeah. Even American Express tell you don't leave home without it.
Ghost.
That's right.
Felicia
Hmm.
Felicia said Papa was a Rolling Stone. I think you hit something on
Right.
the head, Vonda.
That's it.
Nationwide is on your side.
That's- I think you hit it on the head, Vonda. I think uh,
Mhm.
men are rewarded in the male society
They are.
for
They are.
having more than one woman, and I'm not, and women are punished in that same society for having more than one man at the same time. Now, does it happen all the time? I think the problem with both is if you keep your mouth shut, nobody knows. Is it right, wrong, indifference? We're adults. We all make decisions, sometimes not as good, sometimes just as bad. Sometimes they're perfect, but we all make wrong decisions. And I think when you make a wrong decision and you got a side piece, you need to own up to it. You need to own up to it. But you have to be honest with the person that you cheated on and tell them why you cheated. You just can't say, oh, because you didn't give me none. You know, not giving me none for a week or a month is normal if you have an argument. That's normal in marriage or a live-in relationship because they just not in the mood. They still feeling them hurt feelings. But after that time period, and you still, you consider I'm gonna go out and do it, then you wrong. Then you wrong. And I tell you all the time, and y'all know what I'm about to say is true. I can't tell you what to do to make a marriage work, but I definitely can tell you to mess it up. And if you go out there on either side, male or female, out there poking around or getting poked around, it's gonna make it home eventually. And when it makes it home, it's gonna ruin you, and you got to deal with it. Vonda, you're on mute again.
Keeps getting on mute. I don't understand. I'm not touching this keyboard. But a lot of times it happens like if a woman is pregnant or expecting and she's further along, then sometimes the male will step out to fulfill his needs, and that happens. I know you've all heard of that happening. So and that's awful. It really is, but it happens.
Well, I can speak for myself and a few of my close friends. Me too, and Terry can tell you that. What can I tell them, Laura? I ain't never did it with you. No, I'm just playing.
Now, I'm not talking about you guys, but I'm saying it
No,
happens.
what I'm saying is this. As a man, I would see a pregnant woman coming down the street, and I wouldn't flirt with her. I would say, excuse me, I just want to know you're beautiful that day. I want to let she know she's beautiful. When a woman is pregnant, uh, I'm one to say I got kids that 11 months apart, so you know how I feel about pregnant women. that's, that's it right there. So, I think pregnant women are gorgeous. I really do. I think that's when they're like the best. And I think most men think that. You can say you can't say selfish, which would never work in a relationship. That is true. But I think if you're pregnant, I don't think that's a good reason to cheat either way,
No,
No.
especially not for a man.
that's my point.
It's not a reason to cheat. You're just unhappy. And I think that we're getting out of time, so this is the last final question. After this, we're going to discuss this. Thanks for watching Tan TV African American Network. We're watching you watching T Rex Out of Bounds with T Rex and Vonda Henry and Denise, the dynamite she is. So this is the one of the key things that I think that really kills both relationships. We hit on it earlier. Deceit. Deceit. Deceit doesn't
Hmm.
have to mean sexual deceit. It doesn't have to mean money deceit. It just means pure deceit. That's the biggest that kills. If you miss a car payment or you are behind on your car payment, and our relationship, we're married, and our relationship is working where you tell me once. Now, I want to say this because most men we don't. I don't want to say stupid. We just don't listen all the time. You might have to say something 3 or 4 times to your man that you don't have to say 3 or 4 times to a woman to get them to understand what you're listening to. So if you miss a car payment and you say, I can't pay my car payment this month, he gonna look at you and go, oh, well, you got your nails or hair did. Well, that might have been before the car payment was due and something else happened. But you still should continue to say that so it'll be understood that you're missing it. And I think that's the biggest problem in that is not listening. So in the situation, deceit is the biggest thing. Deceit, deceit, and it could be anything. Henry, what do you think about deceit?
I think you hit the nail right on the head, man. Deceit is is devastating, man. You know what I'm saying? When you think that your mortgage has been paid and you come in and you 3 months behind, or you go to the water and icebox and try to put water and your water is cut off. You know, that's hard when you know you don't work your little butt off to try to provide for everything and you're thinking one thing, but there's a person that's got an another plan, whether they're doing putting money up for a rainy day for them, and that rainy day will come if you're being a deceitful person, and probably some other stuff gonna come too. But you hit
Yeah.
the nail on the head, man. Deceit is a killer, brother.
Vance just came on, y'all. What's up, Vance? How you doing?
Hey, man. Hey,
But
man.
Hiya.
what do you ladies think about deceit? What do you ladies think about deceit?
Deceit is parallel to lying. So
Mhm.
it's really
Just
basically
just put a football game on and tell them to hand you the card.
huh?
And take his card.
My goodness. Only in America. Only in America.
Only in America. What's up, Vance? We try to do this, man. Denise is
Now,
driving us
deceit
crazy.
is,
Just actually put a football game on. Give me your
yeah,
credit card.
deceit
I'll
is
be back
something.
in a minute.
Yeah, just put a football game on. You're
Mm.
right.
What if it
But
ain't
now,
football season? What if it ain't football season, Denise?
whatever season it is, just put it out.
Oh, what about this one? Do y'all think okay. We know I know grown men watch it. I don't know. I'm not gonna assume women do. Porn. Do you think it's fair to try porn tricks on your mate?
Ooh, wow.
Vonda just put her computer back on mute again.
Yeah,
No, I didn't. I haven't touched it.
yeah.
My stuff.
Terry,
Love said
Terry,
no.
after 36 years of marriage, I refuse to answer that question on grounds it might incriminate me. And Denise, if you agree with me, just go and black out, Denise. Cut off, Denise. If you agree.
Okay, Vonda, you by yourself. Do you think it's okay or bad? Porn.
I no, I don't
Not
think
you,
it's right.
not you. We're just
Uh,
talking about women, not you.
women. What's your question again?
Watching porn, want to do porn movements and all that.
To each his own. That's all I can say. I,
Well,
so you're asking me
Felicia,
how do I feel about it?
Felicia said yes. That's what Felicia said. Yes, like this. Yes.
What was it? I got knocked off. What was?
I
Would you
bet you
do some
did.
porn moves? Would you do
I
some
bet
porn
you
moves?
did. I bet you did.
There's something about porn. What was it about porn? Something about porn?
Doing porn moves, some of them porn moves. Would you do it?
Hey Terry,
Yeah.
Terry,
Uh huh.
somebody said that T-Rex, there you go. Now you're talking about porn. You must be still messing with them broke ass women.
Oh no! Oh wow! Woo!
Every week you get caught up with the
You
broke
get
ass.
caught up every week. They get you
Love
every
said,
week.
I wouldn't have a partner who watches porn. That's a deal breaker. Hey,
Right.
that could
Yeah.
be a documentary.
Nah.
Wow, you supposed to learn new stuff.
I
No.
don't think it's a deal breaker. I mean, if you want to, you know, watch porn, that's fine. I mean, you and your mate, hey,
Now, I think there should be disclaimer when you watch and mate with your spouse, and she see homeboy. You know what I'm saying? When she see homeboy, make
ooh,
sure he
I
understands
said,
that
yeah, go
that's a
on,
disclaimer.
go on, hubby, go to bed. Go to bed,
Denise,
hubby.
you
We'll talk later.
Lord.
we'll talk later. Sit up, sit it out. Oh, girl, you, Jacqueline said, "Sit this one out, T-Rex." I understand, baby. Some people can't compete with that, Henry. You know what I'm saying? You can't compete with that. All you can say is, "Hey, I understand. If that's your fantasy, that's your fantasy." We all know porn ain't real. It's just
I don't know how
actors
women
doing it.
compete with it. Some of them
Yeah,
women on there, I'll be like, what you doing, girl? Whew.
I'm
Wait a
like
minute,
Denise. She
Denise. You
said that's
said
the
you
new
said
trick.
some of the women on there. So Denise, what are you doing? Are you looking at it, Denise?
I watch porn. Yeah, I have watched porn. Yes, I don't have
Okay,
celibate
Vonda.
written across here.
Hold on, Denise. Let's ask Vonda. Has she ever watched porn?
She froze. She froze. T-Rex. She froze.
You know what? I'm not gonna say I haven't glanced at it when I was younger, but
Yeah,
I'm not
I,
there.
I think it's healthy. I think it's
Uh-huh.
healthy
Yeah,
because it
at all.
we all have imagination, you know. And this is what I tell the young cats all the time. I said if your wife is not what you thought, you know, she as she aged didn't age the way you hope she aged, but you still love her, then you can close your eyes and make your wife anybody you want to, or your husband anybody you want to. You know, is that wrong? No, that's my opinion. That is not wrong. That is healthy because you're still trying to satisfy each other.
Go
Sometimes
sit down.
fantasies are good. Sometimes
Go
it's
sit
good.
down.
I
I'll be
think
through in a minute.
I think when people don't want to admit that
Just
fantasies are
sit
good,
down.
then it goes crazy. So
T-Rex asked me that.
Henry, do you watch porn?
Did you hear me?
Oh, oh shit.
Oh boy, y'all are
All
crazy.
I'm gonna say it again. I'm with Felicia. I mean, it's all it is entertainment. You know, it's all it
Mm-hmm.
is. For that's what it is. You know, if sometimes you get visually stimulated by it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
may learn something that you like to try. Sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
try it and never want to try it again. You know, like I can't see me being with a woman, especially at the age I'm at now. She run, jump on the chandelier, flip a couple times, and land on top of me. That's like emergency room action.
You
See
don't
how
do
she's
that.
doing all that.
You don't do that,
That's
Terry.
911. 911.
That's for them young people, Henry. We ain't trying to flip off that shit. Just tell
Uh,
you. But that's how it goes. I
Nine.
mean, you know, you see some stuff, you be like, oh, because you know, I watched it. Okay, I watched it yesterday. But anyway, and they was
Oh
dressed up
my.
as a nurse. And she
Ooh,
was dressed
Lord.
up as a nurse, and she came in. And as an older man, that was kind of sexy. I thought, damn, I like to have a nurse look like that. It was just come in all dressed up, all sexy in that little skirt, you know, no underwear, and she taking my temperature, which everything's gonna be high, I'm sure. But you see what I'm saying? That's a good thing, especially if it's your girl. What's wrong with that? Or your husband or your man? What's wrong with that?
Right?
There's
A
nothing
little
wrong
role
with
play.
it.
A little role
We
play.
yeah, we think fantasy is bad, you know, especially Denise. I'm gonna ask you this question, not you personally, but do you have girlfriends that think fantasies are bad?
Not as I'm aware of, no.
You know, Henry, you got male friends that think fantasies are bad?
the plane, the
Not
plane,
bestiality.
the
Oh
plane,
goodness.
Look, I'm
off
not
the
gonna ask Miss
plane.
Perfect up there. Look, Henry, we're not gonna
I'm
ask Miss
not.
Perfect up there because she can't even spell porn.
Who you referring to? Who you referring to? I'm not Miss Perfect.
You know we just messing with you, beautiful,
Mhm.
but we know you ain't seen no porn.
I didn't say
Maybe
I had
except
seen that. That is not what I said. That's not what I said.
we saying for okay. We know you saw it once when you were 16 at that party.
You only 16. Now there you going too far. I was a juvenile.
We know
No,
that was only last week when you were 16, so don't worry about it.
no,
We got
no.
we
Hey,
got
hey,
six
I'm
minutes
like
left.
this. Each his own. You know, some people think it's healthy for their relationship. I mean, if it's within the
Mhm.
bounds of the marriage or relationship, hey,
Hey, I think that some people are
Different
more
strokes,
free.
different folks.
yeah,
That is true. I think some people are freer with
yeah,
sex than
yeah. Some
are,
people
and
are.
so I agree
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
A poem is
Freakazoid. Freaks come out at night.
especially on Friday. Why is it Friday? Is it payday or something? That's when they come out. I get paid
I
once
say
a month,
Saturday
so they
night.
can't come out on Friday. All right, y'all. Y'all got anything you want to say to the people that's watching? Because y'all got a bunch of girlfriends on here that's been watching.
Hey y'all,
Hey,
Hey
y'all.
y'all,
thanks for tuning in.
on this
People,
Resurrection
I'm glad
Day.
you're watching, man. I know Henry want to invite you on so we can talk about money, but I don't think nobody want to talk about pimping.
Oh,
Here we go. Renee just jumped on us. It just started moving really fast. Renee said men are visual, and at times women are too. There's nothing wrong with some porn. That's a woman to marry. Ain't nothing wrong with a little porn. Give her a little
it ain't nothing
education.
wrong with a little bump and grind.
That's
Mhm.
it. Unless you are Kelly.
Yeah, they
Well,
got him in
yeah.
a lot of trouble. I can say.
Well,
Man,
Henry, you got anything to say to anybody? Already said it. Denise, you got
man,
anything to
I
say?
the only thing that I want to say, man, is for everybody out there in Tan TV land, man, keep the people in Maryland area that was involved in the bridge collapse or
Oh yeah,
crash. Keep those families in your prayers, man,
that's
because
for sure.
that was a horrible situation. And what would it have been like if it had been rush hour traffic? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
that's just a terrible situation. That's why we got a lot to be thankful for in everything that we do, man. So just keep those people in your prayers, all right?
And also the boy from Ross View High School that collapsed, the basketball player that collapsed, the high school student that collapsed and died.
Oh
Keep his
no.
family in your prayer.
Yeah.
Here in Clarksville from Ross View School High School.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's a shame when young people pass. Vaughn, did you already say yours?
Yeah, I was.
Okay,
And thank you
so
all for watching.
yeah, and so Felicia said thankful, and uh, Marie cleared it up. She said keep it in the bedroom. She was saying it is. She meant it is to be kept in the bedroom. That's what she was saying. So
Hmm.
she didn't get it all on there. So I don't want her to think I just left her out there hanging. I'm gonna tell everybody thank you for watching us again. Anytime you want to come on the show to ask your questions, hit us in our DMs and we'll get you the link out and we'll have you come on the show and we'll have the producer bring you on, ask your questions, and then we'll give a reply. Uh, and then you can either stay on, or if it's a lot of people back there waiting, we can do that. But that's all you have to do. So everybody has my Facebook. You have the friends and people that don't know, hit us up on Facebook through our DM, or if you know our personal information, send it to us, and we'll bring you on. All but Peebo. Peebo, we don't want to talk about making money because Henry would go to jail for doing the things you want to do. Henry working. Henry can't do the things you want to do.
Pimpin want to make that money, man. He want to make that money. Pimpin say you making money, you don't have no problems. You don't deceit, you make money. All your problems is dead. That's what Pimpin
That's
said.
it. And I want to say what Jacqueline just said. Everybody have a blessed week. We'll see you on Sunday. Be safe and God bless you and enjoy the rest of your Easter. The commercial part, because Christ already did his thing this morning. With that
From
being
me.
said, everybody have a blessed Henry. Henry
Peace
did his thing
out.
this morning too. He went to the bathroom. Don't tell nobody. Thank you, everybody.
Peace.
Thank you,
Lord.
everybody, for watching. This,
Peace
watching
out.
the Tan TV the Erican work with. Too long.
Peace.
Forget it. Deuces, y'all. Deuces. Let's just go,
Deuces.
producer. Take us away. One love, Felicia. One love. Oh, okay. The producer said we had 6 minutes and we still here. Producer. Well, let's go for it, y'all. She ain't gonna cut us off. Why?
I
As soon as we start
don't
talking, she'll cut us off.
still
She
here.
over there
Yes, sir.
partying at somebody's house with her nieces, and she don't want to know what time it is. She put 6 minutes on there. Hey, Dougie Fresh, 6 minutes. 6 minutes is up.
6 minutes, you're on.
Uh, all I say, if you're doing something wrong, keep it in your pants. Oh, what's up, Nuke? We about to go away, man. We're about to go away. 6 minutes, mighty laugh. Ha! All righty, laugh. All right, Nuke, catch us on the rebound, Nuke. That's Emmanuel Henry. All
Oh,
right,
okay.
are we going away, producer, or what?